when your mind said, no, you can't do it, do it.
Hmm.
When you
Right.
feel like, yes, and good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, Deepak. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Deepak, my name is Shyam.
Okay,
Nice to
Sham.
meet you. Yes. So, Deepak, have you looked at the topic for today by any chance?
Mm, it's regarding solar system, right?
Yeah,
My
there
very
are couple of topics. There is one about solar system, and before that, there is also uh, two small topics which you can talk about if you want, right?
mm-hmm.
So the first one is, are you a procrastinator? Why or why not? And the
mm,
second one is, what would you undertake if you had 100% guarantee of success?
okay. We can talk on both of them.
I'm sorry?
We can talk on both of them.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about procrastination.
Yeah.
So are you somebody who procrastinates, or why not?
I won't consider my procrastinate, but because I start my day when I wake up, I have made my rituals, right? After leaving the bed
Hmm.
and before going to hit the bed, I have all rituals, and I believe I complete almost 90% of my task.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
So I won't consider myself that I'm a procrastinator, right?
That's excellent. Okay. So
So
you, hmm,
so I'm
right.
learning that things, why people they procrastinate because they when they are motivated, oh, I'm
Hmm.
going to get this work done,
Right.
right? And
Right.
the moment he is no pissed off or he's out of his energy, his drain, they feel like, oh, I'm not feeling like doing this work. Why should I do? I'm avoiding. I'm leaving that this work on next day,
Correct.
and that point of time they fail.
Correct. Correct.
So so what I am trying to uh, learn the conquer of my mind that the moment
Hmm.
I'm feeling I cannot do, I'm not feeling like doing. I try
Okay.
to take action, regardless of how am I feeling, right? So, and the moment I take yesterday, what happened? Yesterday, early morning. I
Uh-huh.
woke up. I did my all ritual. I went to the park, right?
Right.
And I had a routine to. I have to run for 5 to 6 or 7 kilometers,
Wow.
right?
Okay. Okay.
But I was not feeling like running. Still,
Right.
I forced my body to know you have to run. And after completing one or first or second round, I felt great. Oh no, I can do 10 rounds, not 7 rounds,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
So that's how I'm trying to train my mind. And
That's
the
very
moment
nice.
once you defeat your mind, once you
Hmm.
conquer your mind,
Hmm.
okay, you
Hmm.
feel confident. Okay, you have done the work that you are not feeling like to do that, and
Correct.
you feel motivated. You feel better.
Correct. So that's very, I think the session has started on a very inspiring note. I think something I should take away for me myself also and apply it in my life also. Although I also agree to a lot of things that you said, and I have also applied these things. So I agree with that point. Sometimes, sometimes your mind will tell you or your body will tell you, don't do this, don't do that. But you have to force yourself to get out of bed, right? It's as simple as, when you sleep and the alarm rings. Why do we snooze? Because our mind tells us, okay, sleep for 10 minutes more, sleep for 10 minutes more. We have to make sure that we are not doing that as soon as the alarm rings, we get out of bed. Okay. That initial start is important, like you said. So even when you are running, you have to force yourself to get out of the house and let's take 1 or 2 rounds and see what happens. And then once you get into the groove, then you feel like it wasn't as difficult as I had imagined it to be, right? And that's how most of the things
Sure.
are
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Have you read this book, or have you heard of this book called Eat That Frog?
No, I haven't read that book. I have gone through audiobook
Right.
many years back, but that book is great. And I can say I have a replica of that book is this one. I have two books of that author, Brand Tracy, Eat That Frog. The author
Oh,
of that book is Brand Tracy, and this is the goals, right?
wow.
So this book, there are some pages, topic on which Brand Tracy already discussed about that work. Why
Mhm.
we procrastinate, why we make excuses, because
Right.
we don't have discipline. We when we motivate ourselves, we can do any task. Anybody can do.
Right.
But when you are demotivated,
Right.
only very few people can accomplish that task. Very few. And
Correct.
those people are different. Those people are making impact. Those people are inspiring
Hmm.
this world. And
Correct.
that is that great.
Correct. And on the that's a good point. On the topic of motivation, okay, I also came across this thing which says that, see, a lot of people talk about motivation, right? But see, as human beings, we all know that some days you might feel motivated, some days you may not feel motivated. So what they say is what is important, like you said, is are your habits and the routine. It doesn't matter how you feel, whatever your habits are, do that. So if you have told yourself, I'm going to read half an hour, 30 minutes every day, it doesn't matter you feel demotivated, motivated, do that, follow that. That is very important, because
Sure.
motivation is, I mean, it comes and goes,
Sure.
right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, and this Eat That Frog also, I think you have a very nice mini library. I can see that. So I now I know where all that knowledge comes from. Okay. So Eat That Frog, I will give you a short thing summary. Eat That Frog basically means that frog refers to the size of the task that we have in hand. So what he says that if you have, let's say, three frogs, like three tasks, okay, and you have to accomplish those three tasks, always eat the biggest frog first,
Yeah.
right? So the biggest task that you have to accomplish, go after that, because once you do that, you have done 70% of your work. Remaining are only the
Sure.
two smaller frogs. But people do the reverse. What they say is, "Arey, this task is small, let me do this first." And they usually postpone the bigger task. Arey, yaar, such a big
And
report.
there is a psychological science is also behind that, because so when you perform, when you are after waking up, bro, no, you are 100% energized. You will be focused because your energy is almost may pumps you up to 100%. After waking up, everyone can give up their 100% energy in their
Hmm.
craft.
Hmm.
And the moment you are energized, you are feeling good, you are pumped up, and that time is the right time you have to face your hard work, difficult task.
Correct. Correct.
Right, if you are doing your hardest work or difficult task at the end of the work, at the evening, you are already drained, you are
Correct.
already tired.
Your energy levels are
On
down.
the other hand, that is arduous. So you will, is most of the chances you will avoid that work. You will give cold shoulder. I will do it next day or after next day. That's how people procrastinate.
Right, right. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great point. Yes, because we see that in corporate life also, right? In morning, we are full of energy and enthusiasm after our morning
Yes.
coffee. And so that's the best time to do the biggest or the hardest task, because after lunchtime, if you try to do the big task, then it becomes a big challenge. And towards the end of the day, you're already thinking about shutting down your computer and
Yeah.
going home. So you're not going to complete that. What you will do is you will procrastinate and say, "Arey, theek hai, I will do it tomorrow." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and the tomorrow never comes usually.
True, 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 true.
Great, great. So that's a good discussion that we had on the procrastination aspect. Now let's talk about solar system. Now this is a very interesting topic. Do you have any interest
Give me
in
a minute.
this? Oh,
I'm cutting. I'm just cutting off the camera. Go ahead.
okay, so my question
Hello.
was, do you have any interest? Can you hear me, Deepak?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you. Just
Okay,
yeah. Go
no
ahead.
problem. Do you have any interest in the solar system, galaxy, etc., etc.?
Uh, I don't know about that. I know about the just few about words about quantum field. That's it. And but I'm not aware about those things.
Okay, okay, right. Do you believe that aliens exist by any chance?
I have seen in movie, but
Hmm,
uh, I cannot say. Maybe, maybe.
right. Because what they say is the Earth is a very small part of the galaxy.
Hmm.
If you look at the entire galaxy, you can say that the Earth is like a speck of dust.
Yes.
Yeah. And we live on Earth, which itself is a speck of dust in the galaxy. So imagine what we are, how small we
Minuscule.
are if you look at from that perspective. Okay, we are minuscule, right? So what people say is, see, it is possible that there could be life in the outer space. So far, science has not been able to prove anything, although they have various theories. And in these movies, they normally show this is how the aliens, or I don't know if you've seen Star Wars and George Lucas movies and all. They show those alien worlds and all. But they say that there is a possibility that there are higher beings or more intelligent creatures. Yeah, and it is possible that they are looking at us like how we look down on an ant. So they look down, they have a telescope and they look at us and they see how small this guy is. Yeah, what do you think? Is that possible?
I don't think so.
Okay, right. Why you don't think so? Any?
Because yeah, I don't have knowledge about no those all different planet or
I see. Mhm.
these all things. So
Okay, so let's come back to the topic which you have knowledge about. Let's continue with your books and everything so that you can maybe contribute more. Yeah. So what are some of the other books? Any book that you're reading currently?
yes, can't hurt me. And there is a book. This one I'm going to right now. David Goggins.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I have heard about this book. Have you already started to read
I am
this?
about to be finished today.
Okay. You're about to finish.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is your review?
This, if you will go through his book and
Hmm.
his, I think you will start. You will. You can't control yourself. Not procrastinate as we have mentioned.
Okay.
Right. He's
Okay.
insane. He's called. People called him toughest man of the world.
Okay.
Right. And why he's called toughest man of the world? Because he had run two times 300 miles in a
Wow.
24 hours.
Okay.
Two times.
Okay.
And one times 100 in 17 hours he had completed 124 miles in 17 hours jogging.
Okay. Okay.
He ran for non-stop 24 hours,
Wow.
right?
Amazing.
And 17 hours he had made 4030 pull-ups
Okay.
in 17 hours.
Okay.
And there is a call hell weeks in military or Navy SEAL or Air Force. Hell weeks. In that, you can't sleep for a week.
Really?
Really. Without sleepless, you have to survive that hell weeks. That is called, name is hell weeks. And you will have only 2 meals, that is tasteless. All
Okay.
right. And you
Okay.
have to survive in cold water, warm water, and yes, and that is the toughest, army or Navy SEAL or Air Force training of the world.
Okay.
Even the bit, no, worse than commandos training. What our commandos train for,
Mm-hmm.
1 week or 2 weeks is
Mm-hmm.
worse than that. And he
Okay.
had survived for 3 weeks, not 2 weeks.
Okay. Wow.
Right. Even people can go 3 days. After
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
days, people quit. Most of the people quit, and he survived for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right. And he lost in his earlier career. He had dream, I have to complete those all Air Force, SEAL training, Navy SEAL training, military SEAL training, the hardest, I think, training of the world. And he completed those all.
Okay.
And at the beginning, he applied for that training. The commander said, "Oh, David, you are 294 pounds. Sorry, 194 pounds, almost
Mm-hmm.
150, around 40 kg.
Right.
And if you will be able to lose almost how many? 50 pounds. 50 pounds. Yeah, upload film 50 pounds in next uh, 3 months. Then I will consider you for the
Mm-hmm.
training.
Okay.
I'm forgetting how many pounds. Almost he lost within 3 months,
So he,
45 kg. Within
right.
3 months, 45 kg he lost.
Right.
And he used to run 3 hours, 4 hours every single day, working out for 2 hours. Still he do same schedule. Still he do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
And he was only having 1 or 2 meals throughout the day, and he lost 40 kg in 3 months.
amazing, amazing. So what prompted you to buy this book?
Uh, Prompted in that, that's what I said. I am running, what I said. When your mind said, you can't do it, do it.
Hmm.
When you
Right.
feel like I'm not able to do, I can't do, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I had a sleepless night. Still, you push yourself. You have to nudge your mind, and moment you will conquer this habit when you train your mind to do that
Hmm.
things.
Hmm.
I think you will be winner,
Right. So
right?
I
You
should
can conquer everything.
I should read that book according to you.
Must. If you are demotivated, if you think that okay, my life is very tough, read that guy. Go through his audio book, go through
Hmm.
his podcast, and you start feeling, oh, I can do everything. He will pump
Right.
you up.
Right.
You will
David
blast.
David
David Goggins
Goggins.
can't hurt me.
Can't hurt me. Yes, yes.
Right.
I had seen this about this book on Twitter or somewhere. I follow
Yes.
these Twitter handles. They post about 10 best books on this and that. So I think I had come across this title there.
Yes. Yes.
I also used to read a lot. I was a voracious reader once upon a time. However, uh, I have kind of lost that habit. Now I prefer to watch podcasts, etc., on YouTube and gain knowledge. Audiobooks, the only problem I have with audiobooks is I prefer to have something visual and then listen. I understand it better that way. That's what I have
Yeah. Yeah.
analyzed about myself. But if
Mhm.
there is only audio playing and I listen to it, I am not able to absorb that properly. That's what I have figured out. So everybody
Yeah.
has a different style of
Different way
learning.
of learning. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I think I should start reading whenever I get the time. Maybe after seeing so many books behind you, I also feel inspired. I should not maybe procrastinate further. I also have some books here and there. I have read a lot of books when I was young. I think probably I will start doing that. So great, Deepak. I think we come towards the end of the session. We will have a discussion about how the session went. So what do you feel about the session? How did it go according to you?
Yeah, session is great. I loved the way you asked the question, the way you took this session on my interest, right? So that's great.
Yeah, correct.
Whatever.
Because
Mhm.
if you are passionate about something, then you it will bring out the best in you, right? I
Yeah.
understand. So solar system and stuff is not something which I am also very familiar with, though I am trying to whatever gain knowledge, but maybe not everybody is familiar with all the topics. Let's
All the
be
topics.
honest. Yeah. So it's always better to have a discussion on around what are areas of interest. And since I saw many books behind you, I said, okay, let's talk about that because I'm sure you will be able to contribute more passionately, right? And that's what is important. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I really loved the passion which that you had throughout the session. Please maintain the same passion for every session. Okay. Yeah. And you come across as very confident also. Are you into some kind of speaking and everything in your life or in your daily life? What do you do?
Yes, yes. And by the way, I'm a fitness coach. I make people exercise.
Okay.
And apart from that, I am associated with Toastmaster Club.
Okay, you look like a hard taskmaster. Oh. For your students, you will be like, you better do this. Okay, or yeah, your students must be like, oh my God, I'm really scared of my coach. If I come today, then he is going to make me do a lot of exercise.
But
Yeah,
I'm totally opposite. I'm opposite.
you're
I
opposite.
behave my students
Maybe
like no.
maybe you have a tough guy image, but you're a very friendly person. Once somebody gets to know you, maybe it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I figured out you are into something like running or some kind of fitness thing when you started speaking and also the way you look. So I figured out that there is some relation to fitness and all these things when you started talk. Because see, although it's a physical activity, a lot of it is mental also, right? Yeah. So good. So overall, you did well, Deepak. Just few sentence framing here and there. You can frame better sentences. Like I had made my ritual. What can you say? I had made my ritual. Can you put this in a better way?
Okay.
Yeah. What
I
can you
have
say?
I have made my ritual.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Or you can say I follow a particular routine,
Yeah.
or I
Yeah.
stick to my routines which I have.
Yeah. I stick to my spiritual brain or something like that.
Okay. Uh, then when you were talking about the book, you said I am about to be finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you say?
I'm about to finish.
Yeah. Okay. Or you can say I've come to the end of the book,
Yeah.
or I am about to finish, like you said, right? Uh, toughest. Can you pronounce toughest?
Toughest.
Yeah. When you said it came across as toughest or something. Toughest.
Toughest.
Toughest. Okay. Uh, he had made 4,000 pull-ups. Can you correct this sentence?
He did 4,000 pull-ups.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Still he do.
Still
Does.
he does. Yeah. Still he does. Yeah.
Okay. Hardly people can go days. So wait, I
Hardly.
think this was when you were talking about the food and the sleep,
Yeah.
right? So sentence framing, you can say that it is challenging for people to go without sleep for even a couple of days,
Yes. Yeah.
right? But he managed to do that for
Yeah.
three
For 3 weeks.
weeks, okay, right? And certain pronunciation you can extend the vowel sounds like meals. Can
Meals.
you say yeah? So when you go fast, you say mill, Navy
Okay.
SEALs, meals, seals. So just extend your vowel sounds.
Okay.
Okay, because mill sound is different, meal sound is different. So one is a short sound and one is a long sound. Mill, meal, seal,
Meal.
deal. Yeah. Okay. And conquer.
Conquer.
Yeah. You said something else like conquer, conquer,
Conquer. Okay.
conquer your mind. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, you are able to identify your mistakes. You're also able to work on that. So keep the same energy levels for the further sessions also.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much for correcting me. I will be working on that with all
Yeah, yeah.
mistakes and
You're most welcome. So we've come towards the end of the session, Deepak. I think it was a very fruitful session for both of us. I also took away a lot of things and gained some insights. And thanks for that book review and recommendation also.
okay. Thank you so much sir, for
Okay.
connecting me to me. I'm wishing
Right.
you have a good day.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of the day. I hope to see you soon in future sessions also.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye, sir.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.